Hey everybody, welcome to my kitchen. So we're gonna do Coca-Cola chicken today. Another big hit in the house, and it's really easy to make. So if you follow me, we're gonna make some Coca-Cola chicken for the fam, and hopefully you'll like it just as much as they do. All right. Okay, so here I'm just gonna cut up some wings. All right. You can use anything you want to use. It's up to you. All right. I like to use the wings because they're pretty easy to get to, pretty easy to cut up. I keep it simple, okay? You can use thighs and stuff. I've used thighs before. It's alright, no problem. And what I'm doing is I'm just taking them apart, and because I'm gonna brown them, not brown them, but sear them, I guess, or fry them up real quick. Get them like nice and fried up before I do my little concoction with my Coke, right? And Coca-Cola, okay? All right, so now some of these, I don't know why, but you know how they show up with the dang feathers on them. Ugh, that's kind of horrible. All you vegans and non-meat eaters, you might want to turn away, okay? This is going to be hard for you to watch. Matter of fact, this is probably not a dish you're going to want to watch, okay? Keep it simple, okay? Real easy dish. Make it, have a little rice, and that's dinner for our family. Alright, so in the bowl I have a couple of tablespoons of chopped garlic. Alright, I'm gonna throw some ground pepper. Get a little shake there. And staying on the theme, some Badia garlic powder. Alright, garlic powder, not the salt. Alright, you gotta pay attention to that because it'll be like way salty. Your blood pressure is gonna go up, and you're gonna be commenting on my page talking about, you gave me a heart attack. No, garlic powder, okay? Just a little bit. We're gonna mix it all together. All right. And we're just gonna let it sit and let it soak up all that talent. And that'll be what we put on our chicken before we brown it. Okay, we're gonna brown the chicken before we put it inside our mixture of Coke and soy sauce. Okay, so what we'll do is I'll get a pot and we'll mix that up right now. Okay, so I got my pot again. You know, my favorite pot. All right, this pot is awesome. I love this pot. I cook everything in here. Okay, so in here we're gonna put quarter of a cup of soy sauce. All right, you can go with unsalted or the salted one. I use the salted because I don't use salt on seasoning my chicken. Okay, then I go with a whole Coke. All right, pour that in. Don't worry about losing your fizz because it's going to get cooked down anyway. All right, so it's a whole, what is this? A whole 20 ounce. Okay. Don't go get the big old liter and pour that in, all right? Because you're gonna lose your mind because the whole thing's gonna boil over, and then you're gonna have Coke fastened to your stove. You're gonna be peeling that off for the rest of your life, okay? All right, quarter cup, almost to a half a cup of soy sauce. It's up to you, all right? But for your first try, I would go with a quarter cup, a little more than a quarter cup, all right? All right, then 2 bay leaves. And we're going to put it on the stove on low and let it gain its talent. And then we'll brown our chicken. And as our chicken browns, we'll throw that in and we'll let it simmer all day. And then once the wife gets back home from work, dinner will be ready. All right, so when we come back, we'll be browning some chicken. All right, we're going to get this thing going here. So, all right, so in my little chicken pan, I'm going to be doing some coconut oil. All right, we're gonna put a little coconut oil in there. You know, we like to use that here so that we can continue vacationing with the friends, our friends that we love to hang out with, and not be spending time in the hospital trying to get bypass surgeries. Okay. All right. I'll put a little coconut oil in there. And then we shall brown a chicken. And what I do is I'll brown my chicken, and then as I brown it, you know, we're not cooking it all the way through. I mean, you can cook it all the way through, that's cool. But what I do is I'll brown it, and then as soon as it gets nice and brown on both sides, I'll put it in my my Coca-Cola mix. All right, and then we'll let it simmer. Let it simmer for maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and it should be ready to go. All right, and then you just pull it out, chow down, and that would be dinner. Okay. All right, so let's not get too offended here. We're gonna let this oil get some heat to it, and once we come back, you'll see some chicken going in some grease. Well, not grease, but coconut oil. Okay, and then we'll get to tuning that up and try to get dinner done. All right. Okay, so something I forgot to tell you. Okay, so we're gonna throw in a couple of rough chops of some garlic in our coconut oil. Okay, and then we're just gonna lay some pieces in. All right, so don't burn yourself, don't pop yourself. Remember to lay it in away from you. Okay, away, 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 and away. Now let's get one more in there. And somewhat away. Okay? So we're just gonna brown it up. Alright? That's all we're doing is browning it. We got our concoction of Coke and soy sauce on this side with the bay leaves. Okay? We got it on a really low heat. So we're just gonna brown our chicken. Alright? So I'm not a chef, but I did stay in a Holiday Inn Express last night. Look, I just brown it. I don't know what they do and all this, the high speed, low drag stuff. I wasn't a chef in the Marine Corps, alright? You need a higher ASVAB score to be in the infantry. Look that up, that's true. Alright. There we go. Just gonna brown it. Put some heat to it. Alright, I can let that cook a little longer. And I'm just gonna go, as soon as it's brown and kind of crispy on both sides, just gonna take it right off of here. Give it a shake or two and put it in. Give it a shake or two, then put it in. And that's gonna be the Coca-Cola chicken, really. Alright? So this is the worst part because of the mess and all the popping and all that stuff. But hey, that's why they make Fabuloso, right? In case you don't know, Fabuloso is the greatest, okay? Fabuloso is a cleaning product. Let me see. Fabuloso. Oh yeah, we like that stuff around here. Look, this is a lifesaver when you have 4 dogs in your home, okay? Those of you who are dog owners, you know what I'm talking about. Alright, let's see what we got here. Turn it over. Alright, may need a little more heat, okay? We're gonna fly through this together, okay? Another simple dinner for the fam by the Quilting Marine, okay? So, in case you're wondering, at this stage that I'm cooking this, I am putting together my brother's nuclear blanket. So, by the time you see this, you probably would have made it to the part where we're piecing together and we're sewing together our sweatshirt blocks, okay? Those of you who follow the channel. If you don't follow the channel, subscribe and then follow the channel. Okay? We got some heat going here. I'm not gonna let you sit. Not gonna make you sit and watch cooking chicken cook. All right, that's kind of like watching airmen do close order drill. It's highly boring and highly inefficient. Okay, so when we come back, we'll start putting this in. All right, hang in there. Okay, so last batch going over, okay? I'm going to turn this off here. Put these in. Okay, so those of you who are watching who've been on my channel for a while, I really appreciate you watching and I really appreciate your support. There's so many of you out there who are so supportive and I love it. My wife loves it, okay? There's so much going on out in the world that's so negative. It's really nice to see people who are positive, and I'm going to stay that way. So those of you who are used to my channel and know what my channel's about, those of you who don't, go check out the channel. I'm going to give you a preview of a quilt that I'm working on for my mother-in-law for her birthday. Her 83rd birthday is coming up. And like with my grandson, I didn't want to come up with the typical gift, the stereotypical gift that you would get an 83-year-old, whatever that may be, all right, other than a guy. I built her a family, what do you call that? A family tree quilt, okay? So when I get done with dinner here, I will give you a sneak preview of it and show it to you. It's not binding yet because her birthday is coming up this weekend, the 31st, and we're having a party for her, and I'm going to go overboard with other recipes for you. But after completion of dinner, I will hold up the quilt and show it to you. I apologize for not walking you through it, but we're going to do one together of my entire family. We'll do an entire family tree quilt, okay? But I had to pump this one out, and I didn't have the time to get to it like I wanted to. Okay, so I'm gonna let this simmer. I'm gonna let it simmer for about maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Then I'll turn it off. You know how I like to do. I like to turn it off, let it soak up everything, and then I'll put it back on for a really, really, really low simmer for maybe another 20 minutes because I like it falling off the bone. I'm a weirdo when it comes to eating chicken wings. I like to pull the meat off, all right, and then like throw it on a bed of rice, like a weirdo. Okay, I'm weird about that. But this and like adobo and stuff like that, you know, Filipino chicken adobo. I like to pull the chicken off and put it on the rice because I like to eat like a barbarian. I just want it all right there. No, none of that working and pulling bones off and holding my pinky up and stuff. I like to get to it. Okay, we're gonna let this gain its talent, and when it's done, I will preview my mother-in-law's gift, and we'll conclude it. Okay, so I really appreciate you watching. I really appreciate the support. Please subscribe, and remember, it's only fire and it's only food. Wait, you hear that? That's Mello. That's our bully. He's eating right now. Hold on. Let me see if oh, he's drinking water. Mello, what are you doing? That's Mellowishes. What are you doing, Mello? Anyway, thanks everybody. Alright, so while I was making the chicken, I teased you about a quilt that I was building for my mother-in-law. She's very special to me, alright? She endured a lot in her life. She took care of my wife and her siblings in their lives. It was really rough, and it's a story that should be told. So that being said, you know, she's very special to me, and I would do anything for her. So for her birthday, I made a quilt, and it's a quilt that involves her and her direct descendants, to include my wife and her siblings and their children. And this is the quilt, okay? It's not done. I haven't binded it yet. You can see there's still pins in it, but this is what I'm working on. This is the front, and her being from Montserrat and from Britain, this is the back material, okay? We're not done yet though. I'm still working on it. Her birthday's coming up this Sunday, and we're gonna have a celebration where I'm gonna cook. You'll get more recipes out of our celebration, but this is the gift that I made for her. Like with my grandson, with my original story, I think quilts are very original, and they last longer than most gifts. I appreciate you following my video. Please subscribe. And remember, it's only fabric and it's only thread. Or it's only fire and it's only food. Same video? Something like that. But thank you. Please subscribe.